Here we are in the sixth map of our European Finals for Overwatch Contenders Season 1. Anubis is one of my least favorite maps to play. I can never seem to attack the second point successfully. The defending team always manages to win, but what do I know? I am a filthy casual and a gold level player. So, clearly, it's probably a teamwork issue more than anything else. Now, it's weird that they would put a god program inside of a pyramid, especially the Great Pyramid. If it is one of the Great Pyramids, I'm not sure if it is. But as we come on to this first point, Giganti will be attacking first with Misfits defending. Zuppe on that Sombra. Typically a hero that you see here. On the Temple of Anubis, Giganti is running with a triple DPS composition. They've elected to not have two tanks. Instead, let Fraggy hold all that weight on his own shoulders. Now we come on here to the first push from the side of Giganti. Zappis here is going to look for a pick to start off this fight. If he can get one right off the bat, his team is going to have a much easier time, and he takes down Logix with a very sick headshot there, but him and his team are surrounded, Manitou applying pressure to him. However, it's not enough, even with that first headshot. It's not enough. Misfits manages to surround the side of Giganti and just take them all out. There, you saw Manitou apply a lot of pressure, and now Giganti has switched over to another tank, using the D.Va instead of the Widowmaker. Apparently, they, even though they got the first pick there, they didn't want to risk it again. So they're going with more damage mitigation as opposed to more DPS. Starting out this fight, nobody has gone down yet. You see Giganti taking this high ground to start us off. But Zuppe is so close to that EMP, so close in fact that he has it. And we'll see if he uses it here to stall out the attacking team. Yep, looks like he did. And have his team push forward and take them out. Doesn't look like they really got much off the back of that EMP, though. We do see a few go down from, as I say that, Caster's Curse, apparently. Misfits is able to just go in and take them out. So they didn't get much off the EMP. Giganti was able to back out and regroup, but they still lost anyways. Misfits now with the Dragon Blade, a Pulse Bomb, and a Primal Rage ready to go. They should also have a self-destruct halfway through this fight, but Giganti is coming in very, very hard with 5 ultimates of their own. The first, Shaz, uses that Nano Boost on Lynxer's Dragon Blade to try to get somebody down, but it doesn't work. Finally, he takes Tavik down, and 2 down so far. Both DPS from Misfits. Now swoosh down, as well as Manitou. Team Giganti has just got to clean up this point, and they will have the very first point of Temple of Anubis. What you saw there was Misfits was able to take down the DPS. Sorry, Giganti was able to take down the DPS of Misfit, and since they didn't have that damage output coming out, they weren't able to get the kills solidified on Team Giganti. We see Lynxer here now switch over to the Doomfist for the assault on the second point, as well as Shaz switching over to Reaper. Reaper is a great counter to to Sombra, and Doomfist is not, but he was still able to get the kill and shut down that Sombra right off the top. That means no EMP will be coming out, but it doesn't matter because Misfits is just cleaning up anyways. They got the kills out quickly and were able to stop the push from Team Giganti. That EMP is ready to go, and as long as Zuppe is able to stay alive on this point and not get one-shot by a Doomfist, then he should be able to shut down this next push. Giganti is coming here in on the left-hand side. Lynxer searching for Zuppe, but only finds Manitou. He's going to try to get demech Manitin, but I mean, he does it successfully, but Zebusai manages to take him out. Now Tavika and Logix cleaning up Gigante. Only 3 members still alive on the point. A Primal Rage used by Fraggy. Now he's just going to use it to try to escape, which he does so successfully. And Zuppe didn't even need to use the EMP there. Has had the EMP for the last 2 pushes. 3 pushes if you count the one he died in. And now Misfits has built up a few ultimates of their own. You should see Davik have a Riptire here in the middle of this fight. And Gigante just needs to use this push to build up some of their ultimates. Not expect to take anything. Just build some of their own. And hopefully let Misfits use some of them and waste those ultimates. Davik now has that Riptire. Shaz in the back line trying to burn some people down. But the first kill from Logix onto Linkser. Misfits did use that sound barrier to keep themselves alive, and Tavik and Logix have just been cleaning up Gigante. And like I said, all Gigante needed to do was make sure that Misfits used some of their ultimates and to build some ultimates of their own. You see now Shaz has a Death Blossom. It can be mitigated by the defense matrix from Manitin, but he has it ready to go, as well as a sound barrier from Big Goose and a Meteor Strike ready for Linkser. Davin will also have a Pulse Bomb here coming up soon. But throughout this whole second point assault, Zuppe has held on to his EMP. Hasn't used it yet. A Meteor Strike comes in from Linkser. Does it get anybody? No. Tavik is just cleaning up. Killing the members of Gigante left and right. Tavik and Logix just working so well together to have the Junkrat spam go out, damage the side of Gigante a ton, and then Logix just sweeps around and kills the rest. Here we see Tavik's point of view just spamming in those grenades into those 2 doors there in the back. An excellent concussion mine there to kill Davin. Now Tavik has a Riptire of his own. Misfits will have 5 of their 6 ultimates ready for this next push. Gigante only has 3. Fraggy here in the back line uses the Primal Rage to try to push some members of Misfits away. Gigante uses their sound barrier. At a very close range, Riptire takes Fraggy out in the back line. And once again, we see the teammates of Gigante just falling. An EMP was finally used by Zuppe to clean up that point, and it was used very successfully. Zuppe, you see, already at 50% of the EMP, used it in the middle of that fight, and now almost, halfway done to getting another one. Zebusai has the sound barrier ready, and Gigante will only have a self-destruct to use, maybe a pulse bomb if Davin can build it quick enough. And you see the Zappis able to focus down Zebusai in the back line. Now that Misfits is missing their only support member, can Gigante clean up? An excellent self-destruct starts to clean up the point for Gigante. A sound barrier comes in from Misfits to keep the remaining members of their team alive. 2 people down, and it seems to be enough. They've pushed Gigante back. At one point in time, they had at least 4 members of Misfits down, but they weren't able to get all of the kills at once, and that's what you really need to do to take Temple of Anubis. And now with only 5 seconds left, Gigante is going to need to have a great push here in order to win. Zuppe uses that EMP, takes out Big Goose in the back line, and you see Tavik now just cleaning up with a Riptire coming out here. He's going to try to use it to finish out this attack. Finds Shaz at the bottom, and now that overtime clock is clicking down, and looks like Misfits has held Gigante from taking that point. Let's see if Misfits is able to come back strong here and reverse sweep Gigante to win the grand finals of this tournament. We saw them being very shaky at the start, but they seem to have gotten their act together and are now cleaning up and winning these maps. They're still down 3-2. And if they can win this and the next map, they will win this tournament. Let's see what they do on their attack. You saw them with a successful single support hold there. Just a Lucio for support. And using that Sombra as a main healer with those hacked, specifically the hacked Mega Health Pack below the bridge. Going here onto that second point. Or second push, I should say. Misfits push onto Temple of Anubis. Tavik there looks like he's got some plans in store for Gigante, and I can't wait to see what those plans are. And I think the plan is a Widowmaker. Tavik ready to pop some heads here to take Temple of Anubis. You see Gigante running with the same comp Misfits ran on defense. Single support with Big Goose, and Shaz taking up the role of Sombra. As Misfits comes out of the gate here, they will push on the point, and first we will see Tavik try to find the first pick on to Gigante. Linkster a little low, Fraggy even lower. Eventually goes down, but an excellent dive there from the DPS of Gigante takes down Tavik. And you see the teams now trading off, 2 down on both sides. Usually with the spawning advantage that the attacking team has, if you trade here on Anubis, the attacking team has the advantage. And they're just continuing to get these kills. Now on the point, they have 4 members taking progress on this point. And I don't expect Gigante to try to take it back. They're going to get ready for the second assault onto the second point. But Misfits has 7 minutes to take it. It's a long time because they were able to take the first point so quickly. And all they need to take is 33% of this second point. They don't even need to take the whole thing. So, one good push, one team wipe, and they will win. They start off with a sound barrier to try to keep their team alive. But Gigante is cleaning up. They managed to completely surround Misfits. And now they're just keeping Manitin alive. They've made a new friend. They're trying to keep Manitin alive. Say hi. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? We're going to keep you here as long as possible. They're just got to keep them alive so that they don't have the mech here on the second push. Manitin is going to switch off the Diva and back on. Lose the ult percentage there, but at least he will have his mech. Misfits, in a similar situation as Gigante was last time, is going to need to build up their ults on this push and hopefully have Gigante use their Dragon Blade as well as their Primal Rage. That Dragon Blade is used by Linkster, takes down Zebasai right off the bat, followed by Zuppe. And that will effectively stop this push right here. 4 members down of Misfits because of that Dragon Blade. And now, you see, Swoosh has built up that Primal Rage, but that on its own is not going to be enough to win them this point. Gigante with 3 ults now. And Davin can build up the 4th with the Pulse Bomb. Excuse me, the 5th with that Pulse Bomb, because Shaz was able to get that EMP out. Once again, you should expect Misfits to just do a building push here. Get some of their ultimates up. Tavik trying to lay some pressure down. Keep them off the point as they roll onto it. Big Goose uses a sound barrier to keep his team up and good. A nano boost used on Logix, but he hasn't done anything with it yet as a self-destruct comes out from Zappis. Zuppe has gone down. Now without both of their supports, Misfits is going to have to back out, but it looks like they're going to continue to push and feed the side of Gigante. Once again, Manitin has been demeched, and Gigante is just going to keep them alive. They're really bullying Manitin this game. Demeching him and not letting him get back to his team. Just body blocking him now, asking for his lunch money, demanding that lunch money, and taking it for themselves. And why you see them do that is just to waste time. You saw that Misfits had 7 minutes to take this point. They only have 4 minutes now, effectively wasting 3 of those minutes. And a lot of time by just bullying Manitin from staying alive. It's a great strategy from the side of Gigante to demech Manitin and then just leave him alone. Tvik now here in the back line, followed by Swoosh, who has gone down very quick because of that pressure from Davin. Let's see if they can hold this now. Linkser takes Tvik out, and Misfits backs out and gets ready for another push. You see here just a tactical denial by Gigante. And a lot of misplays from Misfits as one or two of them will jump onto the point, dive into that backline. And Gigante just is just doing a great job of focusing those players who dive and killing them before their team can get with them. Gigante now, Fraggy, has dove into the backline. Another nano boost used onto Logix, but an EMP from Gigante will stop Misfits from being able to use any of their abilities. Misfits now cleaning up, have gotten a few kills, and not very many members of Gigante are on the point right now. Misfits being able to create that space, and they're so close to winning this map. Just need a tiny sliver. Logic has switched over to Soldier 76 to apply that pressure, and have just been able to stagger out Team Gigante. They just needed that one win. That's, as I said, they just needed one team fight in order to win this map, and they managed to get it. You saw Fraggy dive in that back line and was taken out. We're now going to the 7th and final game of this grand finals. This is incredible. 7 games. And we'll see Misfits has brought it back. They only had 1 game won, and now they've won the last 2 in order to tie it up here in this series. And now we're going to map number 7.